Before I started IOP, I had been suffering from depression for years, and I'd always thought it was just depression, and I had done TMS, and it actually made me worse, and I started doing ketamine infusions, which kind of helped, but it didn't completely get things where it needed to be, and I couldn't get myself to leave the house. I was basically stuck in bed all day. I wasn't interested in anything that I liked before. Nothing could get me motivated. I would miss class because I just couldn't get myself to go anywhere, and I was starting to avoid doing things with friends and kind of withdrawing from social situations. During IOP, at first I was a little hesitant, and I am not very good at identifying my feelings, and I tend to brush things away and bottle things up and not try to show my emotions. So when we would do coping strategies that really explored our feelings, at first that was hard, but then after we had talked about different ideas like diffusion and I started exploring my values, things started to become easier, and I was better able to identify what was really causing me the most trouble and come to terms with that. The group setting was very daunting to me at first, but once I got into group, I realized that everyone was in the same boat and we were all going through everything, so it was great not having to try to explain certain situations that bring on anxiety, because basically everyone understood and could relate to the same situations. Since IOP, I have been able to make myself go to more places or spend more time with friends and not isolate myself or avoid social situations as much. Through exposures, I was able to become more comfortable with anything from going to class to hanging out with people I wasn't so familiar with, and also I am better able to identify some of my feelings and try to acknowledge them instead of bottling things up, because that had an adverse reaction and was not helpful. And I just am more self-aware and able to deal with day-to-day life instead of being locked up in my room and not doing anything besides being in bed.